Good morning, everybody, or afternoon, good evening. I'm not doing that joke again. Welcome back to the channel. I hope you all are having, or had, by the time this video goes live, a very lovely Christmas. Today is December 25th. This is where I slept last night, which wasn't so bad. This is my first time sleeping in the city proper at some place other than Walmart. And actually, a Walmart I usually stay at is just down there in this whole little valley that sort of runs around on the other side of this fence. And I was gonna stay there last night. It was Christmas Eve. I pulled in around, I don't know, about 10 o'clock after having a very lovely FaceTime conversation with my family at Sanctuary, which is in British Columbia. If you're new to my channel, Sanctuary you will not be able to find on a map. It's close to the town of Nakusp, British Columbia. Weather prevented me from being able to go see them, so FaceTiming with them was quite nice. But then I was left to my own devices, so I went down to the Walmart that I usually go to, and I pulled in, I had my window blockers up, I drew my curtain, and then I can't even remember what it was. I needed something from the front seat that I left up there. Oh, an awesome blanket that I will show you shortly. But I went up there to get it, and when I opened the curtain, I'm facing the donation bins for clothes where people can drop off bags of clothes. Bins I've used on occasion. And there's this truck there. It looked like maybe a Chevy Silverado black. And the passenger door's open and the passenger's out and he's holding his phone right towards Lucky. Taking pictures, video. Now, full disclaimer, I don't know, maybe he was just taking pictures of my very sick ride. But let's get serious. Why are you out on Christmas Eve in a very empty parking lot, aside from one other like huge cube truck that has been in that parking lot 4 months? I was the only vehicle there. And so they can't really see me because I didn't have the lights on in Lucky yet. I just opened the curtain and you can't really see in, but I can see out of my windshield. And he does this, he's holding his phone up. Again, I don't know that he's actually taking photos or video, but he's holding his phone right at me. We all know what that looks like. And then he gets back into the truck and they take off and they go around me through the Walmart parking lot. I'm peering at them, watching them just through the tiniest little slot that I have up here where my window blockers sort of end. They end up going across the road into the next parking lot where the Best Buy is, or not the Best Buy, but it's a Sport Check. It doesn't matter. It's a whole little strip mall complex down there. They pull into this other lot that's just as empty, and I can see the passenger get out. My view is like this, and I can see the passenger get out and I can see his feet, and he wanders around the truck and he gets back in, and they take off again and they're driving around. Needless to say, okay? Let's make this story a little shorter. It gave me a really weird feeling, made me very, I don't know if unsafe is the right word, but it made my spidey sense go, let's put it that way. And that was the first time that's happened in the over 2 months of my van life. And I decided, screw this. Just like someone else, most of us know, says, my house has a steering wheel. So tore off those window blockers, fired Lucky up, and we came up here to this hill. There ain't nobody up here. And I had a very nice sleep. What you might not be able to tell is that it's about minus 24 degrees Celsius right now. These gloves aren't the best. This pinky feels like it's gonna fall off. So let's go back in Lucky and get on with the rest of this video. I said it before, you all have said, not you all, but a few of you have said you can't really hear the heater when it's running, although it's running on high right now, and I just boosted it up to the max. With these diesel heaters, I know this has nothing to do with the rest of the video, but I guess this video is just sort of me. I've been seeing some other YouTubers talk about how they've had really bad luck and they've just gotten lemons with these Chinese diesel heaters off Amazon. That sucks. I can't imagine, because I know we've got alternatives like the Mr. Buddy and stuff. I don't know that I can recommend, like if you don't have a choice and you got to use a Mr. Buddy, then okay. But the winters here in Alberta are brutally cold and I can't imagine trying to heat Lucky with just a Mr. Buddy. So I have been fortunate enough to have a diesel heater that's been working for the most part. There might be a video coming out in January that goes into something that happened a little bit more. That's all I'm gonna say about that. But for the most part, this one's been good. And I will reiterate something you've probably heard, which is don't just run them on low. You don't need to just run them on high all the time in my experience, but 15 to 20 minutes when you start it up, or actually I say 15 to 20 minutes when you fire it down. Like if it's been running like it has been all night for me on, I think I had it at about 15 degrees just to keep it comfortable in here and not destroy our batteries or our fuel supply. It was doing that all night. So then when I get up, or right now as an example, I'll turn it all the way up to high and we'll let it run for 15 or 20 minutes to just burn out the chamber. I know nothing about the chamber or the engine itself. I've never taken it apart. But again, for everything I've read and heard online, that helps sort of clear it out. Doesn't allow that carbon to build up. That's my recommendation. And that recommendation will mean absolutely squat if you have a unit that just dies from other reasons. Oh, okay, so if you didn't see my last video, I ended up having to cut a hole in my water station so that my heater could blow nice hot air in here so my tanks won't freeze. It's working great. The vent is turned this way, it's going right through, and all the way up here at the very back, that way, because I know you can't see where I'm pointing. Penny, I'm so sorry about that. How rude. What are you even doing? Were you eating the fake plant? No cat buttholes right now, okay? Thank you. Some people's kids. But anyways, yeah, right back here at the very back of the tank, which is the furthest part away from the heater, is so nice and warm under there. So just as a little update, that worked. I'm not boasting, I'm just saying, if you have the same problem, that's my recommendation. Okay, so I don't really know what we're gonna do today with the rest of this video. I think I'm just gonna hang out. It is Christmas Day for everybody else. I have said before, I had my Christmas with my daughter at my cousin's house from the 23rd to the 24th, and it was fun. It was quaint, it was quiet, and it was, quite frankly, it was perfect. So I may just take today, what I would really like to do, I don't know if I'm gonna do it, is I might do a live stream. For some people, like just because I'm by myself, I thought maybe if there are other people out there that don't have family members that they're with today, maybe they want to come chat with this weirdo. I don't know. Number one, I don't know if I'll be able to find Wi-Fi. There's lots of reasons why I may not be able to do something like that, which, you know, this whole conversation will probably be irrelevant because by the time this video goes live, I either will or won't have done it, but maybe an explanation will be nice. I don't have an inverter, so I can't power my computer. So even if I got on Wi-Fi and started doing a live stream from my computer, it probably wouldn't last very long. I could do it on my phone. Again, the Wi-Fi becomes a problem, so I'd have to use my network, and I don't know what that would do to my data. Not sure, never done it. I could get on Wi-Fi points in the city, although I've been driving around a bit and trying to get on the Shaw mobile network here, and without home internet I can't get on with my computer. I can get on with my phone because I actually have Shaw as my phone provider, which I don't recommend. Sorry, Shaw, but y'all need to do some work. Their home internet's really good because it's traditional like cable internet. That's the symbol for cable internet. Didn't you know that? All right. I did have a friend reach out and give me their login, so if I find a point that's nice and strong, I'll be able to get on. My other option is to go to my cousin's house. That way I would have power, right? Because we'd still have the issue of not being able to power my computer. I could plug Lucky in, have shore power, but she's with TELUS and her modem is like buried in the basement. And no matter where I park, either at the back or the front of her house, if I'm not in the house, it's usually a pretty weak signal. That rant aside, if I don't do that, I'm just going to enjoy the day. I'm probably gonna go down to Fish Creek Park, go for a walk if I can bundle up good enough. And then most likely I'll go over to my aunt and uncle's for Christmas dinner tonight as they have invited me. And I fear the wrath of my aunt should I decline. Just kidding. But it's really nice, and I should, because they're family and I have them here in the city, so why wouldn't I, right? It'd be nice to have dinner with everybody. So that's that plan. But right now I'm gonna have some breakfast, and then I want to show you guys something that Lindsay got me for Christmas, and we'll go into that in a minute. All right, well, first of all, this is probably what I'm gonna have for breakfast because I'm a savage, but it's Christmas and I don't care. Second of all, Lindsay gave me this. This isn't what I wanted to show you, but for those that watched my Christmas special, there was a shot of these when I was out walking around. Now, I don't know if she bought it after she saw the Christmas special or before, but I guess she thought she'd be pretty funny and throw that in my stocking. Although it didn't fit in a stocking, but this is what we're gonna mow this morning. Where is it? Yeah, so this is my solution for milk in the van because I use a cooler. This is about 1 liter of milk, 1 liter carton, or don't even, what is that? I can't even think, nope, not half, quarter of a gallon? I don't know. Help me out, my American friends. I can't get them in the plastic jugs here, so I got this thermos from a local big box store, and it works great. I can actually end up leaving this out of the cooler if I run out of ice, and it'll keep the milk nice and chilly. No, we good. Merry Christmas to me. Hello, you're right up in my face. What would you like? Hey, Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. Sorry, is that towel in your way? Sorry. Hi. You must just be saying Merry Christmas to me, I know, because your food's fine, which is usually what spurs this sort of behavior. Right? And yes, don't worry, she's in her spot. Being all cozy. Mm-hmm. How many people end Christmas Day with most of their stuff stuffed into one bag? Hi. Okay, so I feel like we just need to talk about absolutely incredible family members here for a second, because for those of you that don't know, or maybe even some that do know, you hear me probably say the name Lindsay a lot. She's my cousin, my mom's brother's daughter, and we grew up together. We both live in Calgary. I wouldn't say we were like the closest, but she's definitely the closest cousin I have been to. With? Sure. Anyway, she has been a huge pillar of my community. That doesn't make much sense, but you kind of know what I mean, right? Long story short, she opened up her house to me and my daughter to have our little Christmas there, which we did with her and her daughter, which makes her daughter very lucky. She gets to have like 3 Christmases then, if I'm doing my math right. Anyway, Lindsay also went above and beyond and did those whole like to data from Brooklyn and stuff. Brooklyn's my daughter, which, you know, that's just kind of the stuff you do. Brooklyn's mom also did that for me, which was super kind-hearted, but Lindsay did it too. And there were a bunch of little things, like a box of cereal. She got me some very nice slippers, which are working out well today. A whole bunch of chocolate that's probably just gonna go right to my hips. She also gave me this blanket. And I don't know, when I opened it, it just sort of brought a tear to my eye because it's a nice, soft, cozy blanket that totally looks like it fits and belongs in Lucky. And it's got these patches up there. Let me just show you. I'm gonna be a big teenage girl about it. How cool is this blanket though? Like I said, it's super comfortable, super warm, and these are so cool. And stuff like the little weirdo with the cat and the VW bus. She sewed these on here. I don't know, I just thought it was really cool, and sort of the reason why it's like, oh, it's just a blanket with patches. It's like, okay, sure, it has to do with what you are wanting for your life and your channel and all of that stuff and blah, blah, blah. What you don't understand is that my whole sort of testing phase of the van after I had started the build was to go out and do a whole bunch of camping. I wasn't in a financial position to do that on my own, and my cousin, already being a huge camper, just said, come with us, come to our sites, it'll be fine, they're already paid for. And that's what I did pretty much all summer, and I captured the whole thing. Now, if you have the time and you're interested and you want to get to know Lindsay and the process that I went through testing out Lucky, I did make a playlist just called Camping Trips 2021. You can definitely at least tell that my editing and videography skills and everything does get better as the videos go on, but that'll give you a good opportunity to get to know my cousin. She wanted to get a patch from every camping place that we went to all summer, but now this thing is just like a blank-ish canvas for us to do that going forward. So I'm okay with this. The last thing you want when you move into this van life thing is a whole bunch of stuff, you know? Like if somebody gave me a new TV or a Foreman grill, like what am I gonna do with that? You know what I mean? So this kind of stuff, slippers and the blanket, I don't usually, you know, everybody does that, like, what did you get for Christmas? And that speaks to that consumerism aspect, but I try to not focus on that too much because, like, while my opinion is Christmas can be very consumer oriented and blah, 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 remain positive and enjoy the kind gestures that people do for you. Pay it forward, right? That's my plan. Hopefully at the very bottom, I'm paying it forward to you all with a little bit more positivity, but I'll figure out something else to do down the line. But this sort of stuff is really perfect for the van, and it makes it feel way more like a home and way more personal in here. That's the one thing about the van. I spent so much time building it out and making it into this structure that I can survive in. I kind of ignored those little nice touches. That's why every once in a while you'll see around the van, like I've got these plants up there and there. They're not real. I wouldn't be able to, don't give me too much credit. But now we've got this, right? And this is something that my cousin gave me that I'll be able to have for years. And I don't know why, but my brain always goes back to it. Maybe it'll be something that I can hand down to Brooklyn one day. But yeah, this is super cool. And like I said, if you want to get to know my cousin, check out that playlist. I'll link it at the end of the video as well. And it seems like someone else is okay with it. Leave me alone. How are you this morning? Hi. Oh, good girl. You're harder to photograph because you're dark. Yeah, it's like photographing black horses. It's tricky business. Gotta get all the light on you. That's not so bad. I have to point out that Lindsay also got me this awesome toque that doesn't quite fit. Hang on. It's really tight. Let me put you for a second. I should have planned this shot better. Pull it down. Oh, Lord. Hang on. Here's the thing. I love the pattern. The orange camo is amazing. And of course, unfortunately, it's cutting off the circulation to my brain. So another question, does anybody know how to stretch a toque? I'm thinking bowling ball, but I don't have one. Yeah, that one's just a little more comfortable right now. I hope I can get that one stretched out because it's super cool. And one more thing, to talk about that whole like getting stuff and whatnot. One other thing that my cousin got for me, put together for me. This was from Brooklyn, right? I feel like this is okay because it's just our backs saying goodbye to my favorite place in the world, which is New Denver, and that's Brooklyn's artwork on the outside. So that is super cool. This was from one of our camping trips to a place called New Denver. There is a video of it on the vlog. I'm done shamelessly promoting myself for this video anyway. So if you want, go ahead and check it out. It's in that camping trip series. But that's awesome because now this is like, it's not her first piece of artwork. Let's get serious. She's been drawing and doodling on, like, it still just looks like, that's still really freaking cool. And I need to find a place for it. I'm thinking right back here, which you can't see, but that way I see it pretty much all the time when I wake up. So I just need to figure out a way to get it mounted. Obviously, Gorilla Tape would work. Maybe if I screwed it in would be a little bit better because then it'd be permanent, because this is a nice, like, thick canvasy material. Little touches of home, man, I'm telling you guys. Perfect. And you wanna know what's silly and stupid? Just hanging up this photo, just getting that up there. You wanna see the state that put Lucky in? Look at this. What? Tiny home living. Long johns. All right, so I got lucky running. I actually ended up leaving my snow brush at my cousin's house, so that's great. The van's heater will take care of the ice, but now we're gotten layered up. I'm gonna go for that walk in Fish Creek. I hope the park should be open. I don't know why it wouldn't be. Because it's Christmas Day. But still, it's a provincial park. You'd think somebody would come open the gates. So I need one more shirt, jacket, and then we should be good to go. Just warming my boots up by the heater. Sorry, I'm walking this way and the sun's behind me, so I don't know how well you're gonna see me. It's probably gonna be weird exposure, but we'll find some better lighting soon. You know, one of the things that I found that helped me the most when, I guess you could say, everything in my life was falling apart, because it all kind of happened at the same time with the job and the relationship and the negative people in my life. The one thing I found that really helped me was going for walks, and I had started doing that every day. Just a couple kilometers every day. I'm not sure how much that is in miles. And I had always sort of enjoyed walking, but that was definitely something I had stopped doing and had taken for granted when the lockdowns came and I was forced to work from home, and I just became this extremely lazy, don't have to leave the couch, can do everything from the computer sort of person. That definitely played a huge part in my negativity. So when other negative things started happening, it very quickly became compounded. So starting the walks again, I kid you guys not, helped so much. And it was just around the neighborhood in the city. I'm not talking about doing hikes in the mountains or out in the backcountry or anything like that. Just walks around the neighborhood, getting out, getting that fresh air, getting your blood pumping. It's such a beneficial thing that I'm sure lots of us take for granted. Is that lighting better if I do it like that? I don't want to walk backwards though, that's weird. Hey, somebody else is here. I don't know if you can see them. They have their dog out. Very cool. Of course, being Christmas Day, it's very quiet right now, but that's to be expected. This walking stick is something that my dad got me when he found out that I'd sort of gotten back into walking, which sounds weird to say out loud because you walk every day, but you know what I mean, going for purposeful walks around the neighborhood. And it's kind of fun. It's become like part of the experience now to just have this. I remember this one time when I was walking around the old neighborhood and I passed this mom and her little boy, and I don't know what the backstory there is, but they were super friendly, and she just kind of pointed to me and said to her little boy, "See, look at his walking stick. That one looks cool." So I don't know if she was trying to convince him to get one or what was going on there, but he seemed to like it, and I was able to stop and have a chat with them, and it was quite lovely. And it's just one of those experiences. It stood out more than it maybe should have because of all of the locked in, stuck in the house, not going out, not interacting with people stuff, you know? You know what else is hard? Going for a walk when it's minus 24 degrees Celsius and talking to your phone. Oh boy. Oh man, just came back to get my camera, picked up my tripod, and the leg snapped off. Yeah, these $30 selfie sticks, they are not made for this kind of cold weather. Sad day. Okay, yeah, that's chilly. Get inside, get inside, get inside. Oh, you guys are nice and warm. You're up here, are you getting away from the heat because it's so warm? Oh, yikes. Oh, wow, who left the window rolled down? This guy? Oh, I left it on high for the cats. It's so nice in here right now, but yeah, I got those gloves, the Canadian Tire. They're supposed to be for hunting. Hunting in the fall, maybe. If you saw my video, that was disgusting. If you saw my video, sorry. If you saw my video where I got, where I cooked the gnocchi up and whatnot, I think that was the video I went to Atmosphere and I found those cool little plaid gloves. I only have to go back and get those. Holy. Well, you guys, I think I'm gonna keep that simple. There's, you know, I'm just gonna hang out, enjoy the day. Maybe seriously look at that live stream. That's what I want to do. So know that if I didn't do the live stream, I had the best of intentions. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm really enjoying putting these together still for you guys. I don't know what else to say other than I hope you are all doing absolutely fantastic and you're finding that little bit more positivity in your life. That would be awesome if you are. And you know what? Until the next one, you guys, just go out there, be happy, be creative, be yourselves, and most importantly, be positive. And I'll see you all in the next one. Okay, I signed off, but I just got talking to, hang on. There they are, there they go. This lovely couple. Hi, Rosie, hi, Derek. I just had like a 10-minute conversation with them. They were pulling their fat bikes out of their truck. And it's such a small world. Sorry, my exposure's going nuts. So I rolled my window down when I saw their fat bike because I'm kind of curious to get into it and I was wondering the cost and stuff. And we just got to talking. I'm not gonna give you their whole life story, but they're lovely people. And they pretty much want to live in the same exact area where my entire family is in BC. They were very familiar with New Denver and the cusp and that whole thing. Really, really nice people. They just bought a bus that they're going to be converting because their kids are all grown up now. That was an awesome conversation. Rosie, Derek, I hope you guys find me on Instagram and start following the channel. I would absolutely love to have you guys here. Okay, now we are done. I will see everybody in the next one.